Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Chapter 1, The Encounter between Shankar Bhatt and Vyagreshwara Sharma. Part 2. That aged sage began his narration. My son, in the Godavari region of Andhra Pradesh, there is an ancient village called Atreyapuram, which was famous as a land where sage Atri conducted austerities. In that village, a Brahmin was born in the Gotra of Kashyapa in an orthodox family. His parents named him Vyagreshwara Sharma. Even though his father was a great scholar, the son became an incorrigible idiot. In spite of educational training for a long time, he could not even perform the Gayatri Mantra prayer at the prescribed times of the day. He could only utter the Sanskrit words to the effect that it was Vyagreshwara Sharma who was saluting. He became disturbed by the taunting words of others. The ill treatment by his parents had also increased. As a Brahmin priest, he was not called to attend any auspicious functions. He was only asked to accept gift of gingerly seeds or attend death anniversary ceremonies in case of extreme emergencies when no one else was available. These acts are considered very mean and are performed only by the lowest among the Brahmins who have not mastered any education. So, a feeling of inferiority complex developed in him. He heard that great ascetics live in the Himalayas and by their grace one can realize the knowledge of self. Once, during dawn, he had a dream. In that dream, he saw a celestial body radiating with divine effulgence. The body was descending to the earth from the firmament. As soon as his divine feet touched, the earth was filled with heavenly illumination. That divine child approached Vyagreshwara Sharma with slow steps and asserted, "Why fear when I am here? There is bondage of debt between me and this village. Without the bondage of indebtedness, even a dog cannot come to us. Go to the Badarikakaranya in the Himalayan region and you will be blessed with auspiciousness." Saying so, the celestial disappeared. Vyagreshwara Sharma reached Badarikakaranya. He was getting food on the way without much effort. However, a dog was following him from the beginning of the journey. He was wandering along with the dog in Badarikakaranya. In his wanderings, he took a holy bath in the Urvashi Kunda. The dog also took a holy bath along with him. At that time, a great sage, accompanied by his disciples, came to Urvashi Kunda for religious ablutions. Vyagreshwara prostrated at the feet of the great personage and prayed to accept him as a disciple. The great person kindly consented. The dog disappeared immediately when the great one accepted Vyagreshwara as his disciple. The great person averred, "Vyagreshwara, that dog which followed you is the personification of the merit earned by you in previous births. Goaded by time, you could come here and you could take bath in Urvashi Kunda. You are attracted towards the land of penance by Navanarayanas. All this is the grace of Sripada Srivallabha." Vyagreshwara Sharma bowed down and asked, "Master, who is Sripada Srivallabha? How did his grace shower on me?" The Siddha replied at length to the questions posed to him. "My son, Sripada Srivallabha is Lord Datta himself. In Treta Yuga, Bharadwaja Maharshi conducted a huge sacrifice known as Savitra Kathaka Chayanamu in Pithapuram. He invited Shiva and Parvati to that function. In Paingya Brahmana text, it was mentioned that many great persons, siddhas and yogis are born in the lineage of Bharadwaja in accordance with the boon granted by Shiva and Parvati to him. Even though they were lost in other parts of the country, Paingya Brahmanam and Sandra Sindhu Veda were carefully preserved in Shambhala village, the land of incarnation of Kalki. At the end of Kali Yuga and the beginning of Satya Yuga, Sripada Srivallabha, an incarnation of Sri Datta, will arrive in Pithapuram in physical form. Only when the sins committed in many births get diminished and when good deeds start giving results, devotion of Datta will develop. When devotion to Datta becomes perfect, Sripada Srivallabha will grant the wealth of sight, touch and speech in any age and at any time. As the meritorious deeds of your past lives are strong, the mercy of Sripada Srivallabha showers on you. I am now leaving for meeting my preceptor Mahavatar Babaji. I will return after 1 year. Practice Kriya Yoga in the caves reserved for you and attempt for the realization of self-knowledge. Thus, instructing, the sage left for Dronagiri in the region of Sanjeevani mountain. Vyagreshwara Sharma sat in the cave assigned to him. He could not understand the methods of Kriya Yoga or the preaching on self-knowledge. He was thinking like this: Guruji used to call me lovingly as Vyagra. All my co-disciples are sitting on the skin of a tiger and are meditating. When the skin of a tiger is so sacred and benefits the yogi so much, how much greater the tiger should be. Moreover, Guruji asked me to strive for knowledge of self. Self means myself only. What have I got to do with others? My name is Vyagreshwarudu. Therefore, I should be a tiger only. So, I have to meditate upon the tiger only. That is my Atma. If I could get the form of a tiger, it amounts to my attaining self-knowledge. 1 year passed easily. The Guru visited the place. He went to each cave and observed the progress made by his disciples in their spiritual quest. He could not find Vyagreshwara in his cave. Instead, a tiger was resting in the cave. Sri Guruji analyzed the matter through his yogic insight. He realized that as Vyagreshwarudu meditated intensely upon the form of a Vyagra, he got transformed into a tiger. Guruji felt happy at the pure heart and cleanliness of the self of his disciple. He blessed him and taught him to utter Om. He asked him to constantly repeat the words Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye as a mantra. Vyagreshwara reached near Kuruvapuram in the form of a tiger. To reach Kuruvapuram, one has to cross a river. At that time, Sripada Srivallabha was with the congregation of his devotees. He suddenly announced, "A great devotee of mine is calling me. I will go and immediately return." Saying so, he began walking on the water in his lustrous body. When Sripada Srivallabha was walking on the water in this manner, a lotus flower was emerging from the water at every spot where he was placing his sacred foot. Lessons from this video. Listening to this Charitamritam shows that you are developing devotion to Datta Prabhu. Only when the sins committed in many births get diminished and when good deeds start giving results, devotion to Datta will develop. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye. Shri Padarajam Sharanam Prapadye.